What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. We down here, honey. I didn't have to, but I took my kid to basketball practice. So I was like, let me make a video. It was a couple of things that came out. Amber Rose is on Jason Lee's show. And then Amanda Seals had come out. I guess she was feeling a way about not being invited to the NAACP Awards. We also saw Megan Good down there. I guess she's still fulfilling her public humiliation ritual. Girl, what are you doing? I don't get it. I don't understand. Hey, come on, Cardi. She said she be having her leg in the air like it's ballet. I said, no, that's right, girl. Hey, Megan, do what I say. Like I'm doing ballet. Oh, yeah. I don't think the earth's flat. That's so funny to me. So, anyways, so Amanda Seals was feeling a kind of way about not being invited to NAACP Awards. Megan Good and Jonathan Majors, BET posted they had to be trolling. I was like, girl, there's no way. You've heard the discourse around Megan Good and Jonathan Majors and how the girls are wearing her out, rightfully so, because bitch, what the fuck are you doing? But then that just goes back to like the way that they move out here. You would think they have a kink, a public humiliation kink, and they're playing it out for people because there's no way. I'm embarrassed for you. You started dating this man while he was on trial for hitting a woman, choking a woman, knocking her out. What did he do? And not only that, other people have come out talking about their experiences with him, and they all seem to kind of go in the same kind of order and trend a little bit. Like they're kind of like all saying the same thing. And you're like, oh, I know what I should do at this juncture in my career. Let me partner with a man who is on trial for being aggressive towards women. That's a good choice, Megan. And I'm going to do it. And our first date is going to be down to the courthouse, girl. And y'all bitches are going to eat it up. You jealous hoes. That's because y'all jealous. Y'all bitter, lonely old bitches. You are jealous that these girls are out here scooping the niggas up, okay? Girl, let's pretend. Girl, this is crazy as hell. And then Amber Rose came out, talking about how she was never compensated for being Kanye West's muse. She was his muse and put out some of his best work while he was with her, as he credits her for being an inspiration, right? It sounds all good and romantic to be a nigga's muse, but in reality, he's misusing you and siphoning your creativity, my love. That's what's happening. People in the comments, oh, we know who you are because of Kanye West. Bitch, you knowing me don't pay my motherfucking bills. Catch it. You knowing me doesn't pay my bills. Y'all want to act like a man is just enough. And that's the lesson I'm sure Amber Rose has learned. A man is not just enough. Honey, I need to be compensated. You're telling me I was the inspiration behind this, and the people have critically acclaimed this to be your best work, and I was not compensated. And there are women in the comments saying, bitch, we know who you are. Basically, that's enough compensation. Girl, what the fuck? What kind of backwards ass shit is that? Oh, I know why it sounds backwards. Because you are putting a man's needs before your own. You feel like the man is enough. It is not. The man is not enough to pay the bills, as gaggles of women will tell you. him just being there is not enough to pay the bills. You contributing and giving your ideas and being there as an inspiration to his creativity, helping him birth his ideas, you got damn right she deserves to be compensated for it. But no, you are in a system that says him just being choosing you is enough. It's enough, girl, until you realize and unwind your goddamn eyes, Amber Rose, have realized, oh, just him being there was not enough to pay these motherfucking bills, bitch. At all. You know what I'm saying? I'm here at the gas station. I don't know why I decided to come to the gas station now, where it's all packed up. It's like sardines in here. I'm going to go to the other gas station because this is getting on my nerve. I'm already annoyed. Oh, maybe I can go over here. Maybe they'll be finished in a hurry. Oh, he's just getting out. Dang on. It's very busy over here, honey. It's real busy down to the gas station. I'm gonna wait right here. We can talk while I need to make sure homeboy can get out. You goddamn right she needs to be compensated. And I'm surprised, not really, but surprised that, wait, are you watching where you going, Sancho? The girls are in the comments saying, oh, it's because of Kanye. They think just being connected to Kanye is enough. That's where the currency was, or where the value was for these women who tell Amber Rose, you just being next to Kanye was enough. That is your compensation, bitch. That's your compensation. We know who you are because of how, in relation to Kanye, we know who you are. That's enough. That's enough currency. Obviously, it's not. Obviously, attention from you niggas is not enough. You knowing who she is not enough. I couldn't believe the girls in the comments really saying, but that's where they place the value. Even the women are in the comments, and you think you getting Amber Rose together, bitch. You should have known. We knowing you is enough. No, it's not enough. And how dare you, when you know that these niggas use these women for their creative input and inspiration to help them birth ideas, and you don't think she deserves to be compensated. You act like these men don't use women for sex and labor. You act like they don't. And part of the labor is, I'm helping you with this project. I'm the inspiration to this project. Yes. And you believe a compensation is you being next. That's where they place the value. They place the value in the male human more than anything, more than your labor, right? More than your labor. He is worth that. Hold on. Two just filled up for me. I was about to wait for this man. I don't have to wait anymore. Come on, Belly Preston. All right. So we are here, girl. Okay, so let's see. And we're going to get some gas, and then we are going to come back. Because I'm not done. This heifer. I really want to get this car detailed. Oh, it smells so good in here. You goddamn right. Pay the lady, motherfucker. Yeah, and it's so weird how women will be on board. They will be on board with allowing a man to use a woman, been like, and then be like, well, girl, you being close to him is all that you needed. That was the value. If you didn't do nothing with it, that's on you. While he's being like critically, that girl. I just don't believe women. And this one girl was in the comment, had the nerve to call you. What's so crazy is you stupid ass little girls. You little girls around here calling people old. But the crazy part is Your stupid ass wants to work on an operating system as old as me, older than me, thinking that's the answer to your goddamn problems. You gonna call me old, but want to work on an operating system older than me. Girl, go on. Get out of here.
Girl, stop.
Go on. How the fuck you gonna call somebody old using some old ass patriarchal hierarchical bullshit to put a man over you with a fucking straight face in 2024? I just passed 2 cars that running on electricity, girl, and you out here calling me old, but then want to say I want to operate in a system where women didn't have rights because I put a man over me. Girl, go away from me with this. Stupida, tonta, babosa. Get away from me. All that dumb shit. Y'all be out here looking like clowns and then have the nerve to say that Amber Rose doesn't deserve compensation. Girl, what? So it's okay for men to use women for sex and labor, creative labor, emotional labor. It's okay. And if he's a man of any kind of notoriety, that he's enough. Girl, you don't even realize what you do. But it is what it is. And then Amanda Seals. I get it, girl. You want to be accepted by the people you fight so hard for, right? That's what it is. You fight hard for Black folks to be seen in spaces, to be seen a certain way. You're very opinionated, but you're opinionated in a way that creates a critique of this community where, in a sense, they want you, in other words, they don't want you to speak out against it. Yeah, we can use your mouth for other things when you're speaking out for us, but when you're speaking against us to where it's causing people to now question, to think, absolutely not. You're not going to be invited to these things. And like I said, their rejection is your protection. You may not really need to be in those spaces with those people. You may not want, you may, that night, not getting invited to the BET Awards, Black Girls Rock, Image Awards, not being invited to those things, it might be a protection, Amanda. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at it as a protection, because again, like I heard Julesy say it, and I don't know where she quoted it from, but it's something that I'm going to live by. Just because we share identity does not mean that we are in community. It doesn't, and it doesn't mean that because I'm not in community with you, doesn't mean I'm not going to fight for people who look like me or speak up for people who look like me. Even if you look like me, I don't have to be in community with you, because a lot of you are male centered. You're still unlearning those things, and I don't have time to be around that at all. That's not my ministry by any means. It was something that I wanted. I wanted to park. I should have parked over there. I think I'm going to park over there. Oh, they're having like a little baby shower. How cute. Yeah, so Amanda is upset because she's like, I'm never invited to these things. Hold on, let's see if we can.
Line in. Please say a command.
Bluetooth audio.
Bluetooth audio.
Hold on. Here's Amber Rose. Let's listen to Amanda Seals. Here she goes.
If it wasn't for y'all, I would really think that I ain't doing shit. Because the industry I'm in does not recognize me. And to be clear, I'm speaking about the Black spaces in the industry I'm in, because y'all know I don't give two damns about any of these other spaces. But the Black spaces is what I'm referring to, which is largely in part why I've realized like I need to shift out of this industry. You know, like I don't get invited to Essence Women in Hollywood. I've never been invited to the NAACP Image Awards. I've been nominated for an Image Award. Never been invited to the NAACP Image Awards. Never been honored at Black Girls Rock. Like, I've hosted these events. You know what I'm saying? I literally hosted the BET Awards in 2020 in my house, and I was not invited to the BET Awards since. So I just want to thank y'all for always reminding me that I really am valuable, because the game and the industry that I've been in has never let me know. I just want to say something.
And honestly and truly, and this is how I've felt for a long time, sometimes it's literally better to be on the fringes of whatever industry you believe you belong to, and where they're showing you you don't belong here. It's better to be on the fringes of it, because it gives you a space to where you can be critical of it. I don't want your acceptance. It allows me to criticize you. I don't have to be in the echo chamber that you call this industry. I don't have to be accepted by you. I don't have to be invited by you. And thank you, because that gives me an opportunity to think critically about how you all are showing up around here. Because you do know the work that you do. You do know, and you see it, and you see how it is affecting people, and people let you know. But their rejection might be your protection. And that is a way to look at it. I know it feels a way. How do you think that Black LGBTQ folk feel when they're going up for Black folks? And then when it's time for people to go up for them, the people stop their support when they figure out they're part of the LGBTQ community. Do you know how hurtful that is? You and women, Black women, y'all, honey, splinters in your hands from the picket signs, girl. And these, when it's time for them to go up for you, they're nowhere to be seen. And yet and still, you still out there, hoping, wishing, and praying for some recognition or something like that. Honey, their rejection, I had to learn that their rejection is your protection. And and that doesn't mean you don't stop advocating for who you want to advocate for, and whatever identities you want to advocate for. You just remember, just because I share identity with you doesn't mean that we are in community, doesn't mean we have the same politics, doesn't mean we see the world in the same way. Some of the, like when I was reading those comments about Amber Rose, I'm like, that it's just a reminder. It's for me, it's a reminder. Yes, these are Black women, but they are not in community with you. If they are operating in a space where they see a woman's labor is being compensated based on her connection or her proximity to a man. Again, these are groups of women who put value in the wrong space. They're not prioritizing themselves. And to those women, when you're speaking self-love and prioritizing yourself and centering yourself first, they actually label that as misandry. If you're not centering a man, you must hate men. You must hate men because you don't prioritize men. You must be a lesbian because you don't put men as the center of your fucking universe. You must like pussy because you have critiques about men. It's either this or that, and that's just how it is. You have to remember, those women, just because they got vaginas and breasts and are melanated does not mean they are in community with you. And oftentimes those women, when they are doing a man's bidding, they are more dangerous. You see how white women operate when it comes to white men. It's the same thing for Black women. Going up for these men, they are probably more dangerous than your greatest threat, which is the fucking man. You got to be mindful of these women. And then they get upset with the girls who have made it out. Like when somebody calls you old or something like that, girl, bitch, get old. Get old, honey. Make it out. Make it out. Make it to the point where the veil is lifted. Make it to the point where you take off the rose-colored glasses, because that's where the true life starts. That's where that all of that really, really starts. And the younger you can take your rose-colored glasses off, the better, because you can live life without that kind of burden of looking at yourself through the eyes of men, of centering men, prioritizing men. Nobody is saying you don't have to be. If you choose to be in relationship with these weirdos, prioritize yourself, center yourself first. Your interests come first. They fucking thrive on the law of self-preservation. If it's nothing you don't learn from these weird ass motherfucking men, it's self-preservation. Learn that from them and practice it and apply it. Because there are women out here are going to tell you something fucking different. And every woman hollering and talking, just because it doesn't look like it might look like, oh, here's a black woman. Let me listen. Sit down. Listen to her for a second. Hear what she's saying. Look at her approach to things. Look at her perspective. Does her perspective ever serve you? Does her perspective place you in a hierarchy where you're beneath somebody and then they call it a principle? Yeah, it's a patriarchal principle that you're applying to your life and it doesn't serve you. You weirdo. Don't be ashamed when somebody calls. That's the first thing they go to. It's so weird. They go to, you're old. You're old. Okay, that's great. That's great. That is wonderful. And I've gotten there by unlearning that I need to be in proximity. I've lived. I'm left over. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. He called the girls who make it out, he called them leftovers. No, they're alive. They're making it out alive. And the sooner you come into that realization where you prioritize yourself, even if that cuts off a lot of the pool of men that you're trying to choose from, if that's the course of life that you want to take, then so be it. Keep your standards as high as giraffe pussy. And if it cuts off groups of men, they told your asses to choose better. Do it. God damn it. And you know who is the better? You are the better. Choose better, girl. Choose your goddamn self. Stop listening to these fucking bitches on the internet telling you shit and giving you advice that doesn't serve you. As soon as they put a man over you in some kind of hierarchy, leave the space because they are not for you. I'm trying to tell you, I don't play these games. You in the fucking comments telling people that just because she was connected to Kanye West should be enough. That's her compensation. That lets me know you put the value. You put the man, his worth more than being compensated. Girl, that's some craziness, if you ask me. All of those tie in. Women being, providing labor. What's her name is going to learn. And a lot of black women have learned. Oh, when it's time to go to war, we're really going to war for black straight men. That's who you're really going to war for. But then when it's time to go to war, if you're queer, the niggas is nowhere to be found. If it's time to go to war, if you're a woman, they're nowhere to be found. But when it comes to them, you black first. See the grift? Okay. Once you see the grift, you literally can see the board and move accordingly. Don't be no goddamn fool. People have retracted reclaimed their energy for themselves, because you see, when it's expelled, it isn't reciprocated. Nobody have time to give to things that are not giving back. We operate in abundance and a flow, an ecosystem of reciprocity. If you are giving to something that is not giving anything back to you, it's time to divest and reallocate the funds somewhere else. Put that energetic currency somewhere else. Reallocate those funds somewhere else. Defund, divest from what is not serving you. I'm trying to tell you, okay? That's all I got to say. I think that's enough for today. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. I'm going to go take a little walk and smoke the rest of my reefer, some motivation and some relaxation. That's what this man said to me yesterday. He was like, I see you got the motivation. You get it? Marijuana, mota, marijuana. You get it? You got a motivation and the relaxation. I was like, yeah, you goddamn right. I'm out here motivated and relaxations. The relaxation. All right. All right, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Get down in the comments. Again, just because you share identity does not mean you are in community. And stop listening to these women telling you let me tell you something. As soon as you hear advice that puts you out of center, it's time to vacate the premises. Grab your shit and get the out quickly and expeditiously. Okay, girl? All right, take care of each other. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace.